with the Bulldog Student Investment Fund, and today we're going to be presenting Starbucks. My name is David Shoko.
I'm Dominic Tier.
I'm David Stodden.
Shane Legatsky.
Starbucks. Starbucks is the largest coffee operator in the world. They operate in 4 segments: the Americas, Europe, Asia, and Africa. They're looking to be growing into the future. They have a lot of big opportunities, a lot of growth behind them, and we see them as a potential stock. We're issuing a buy recommendation with a price target of 110. And we see this as coupled with their earnings growth, with their revenue growth, and with the innovation which they're partaking in. We see this as something which is going to be a frontier of efficiency, and for Starbucks going into the future, this is going to skyrocket the stock price.
So moving on to some industry outlooks and some industry trends. The hotel, restaurant, and leisure industry has grown at an industry average of 7.6% through the last year. Even though this industry has outperformed the S&P 500, we still see strong growth potentials unless a bear market arises, which we do not foresee. The hotel, restaurant, and leisure industry is driven by income levels, total employment, and consumer confidence, all of which are expected to rise in the next 12 months. An increase of 2 household incomes will further drive the desire of Starbucks, along with the decrease in gas prices. Although competitors will also expect for a rise in demand, we believe that Starbucks has a competitive advantage over these companies as being the largest and most respected name in the industry. The coffee industry in particular predicts positive trends, especially as the number of people consuming coffee increases and increases in technology with consumer interaction or further consumption. So moving on to past earnings growth. With one of the most loyal customer bases, it makes sense that over the past 2 years, Starbucks has grown at a 30% rate of stock price. But we believe that Starbucks has the upper hand against competitors if the market continues to look promising. Over the past 52 weeks, the stock price has increased at 30%, therefore almost doubling the increase average of the S&P 500. Fueling this growth has been the increase in demand of Starbucks and its ability to increase its profit margin.
I'm going to move on into some future growth potential for Starbucks. First of all, Asia is a huge opportunity for the company to apply the lessons it learned growing in America on an international scale. They announced plans to double store count in China up to over 3,000 stores by 2019. And additionally, Starbucks is currently in the process of the complete acquisition of Starbucks Japan. They will have 100% of that in the second quarter of fiscal 2015, which will set them up to further accelerate growth in a dynamic and rapidly growing region, and they should see some immediate benefits from that. Partially related, Starbucks is primed to capitalize on the global tea market, of which Asia is a huge part, and which is actually larger than the global coffee market. CEO Howard Schultz has plans to turn Starbucks-owned Teavana into the Starbucks of tea by opening tea bars that serve innovative tea-based products. If they can create a tea product that catches on like the Frappuccino did, the sky is really the limit for the Starbucks tea industry. The first ever Starbucks Reserve Roastery and Tasting Room opened in Seattle this past December, and it creates a specialized store experience devoted to highlighting rare, premium coffees in a Willy Wonka type environment. They announced plans to open 100 of these globally over the next 5 years. And additionally, they announced the launch of a subscription service where you can order freshly roasted premium coffees from that Seattle roastery, and it will be delivered to your home. They plan on expanding this into a full-fledged food and beverage delivery business in the second half of 2015, which could be a huge potential for customers who don't have time to go to the store to get their coffee every day. Also in December, Starbucks launched its mobile order and pay initiative in 150 stores, and they plan to launch it nationwide by the end of 2015. It will allow customers to order before they arrive at the Starbucks cafe, which will quicken service, increase convenience, and improve customer loyalty, thereby driving mobile payment transactions and spurring traffic. And that one could really be a big game changer for them. Finally, food is a big opportunity. Starbucks has hopes to eventually double their food revenue through investments in better lunch options for hurried customers and the Starbucks Evenings program, which after pilot test is ready for implementation. They plan to sell beer, wine, and small plates after 4 p.m. in 20 to 25% of U.S. stores. And it is estimated the incremental sales opportunity at more than $1 billion. So in summary, Starbucks, led by their uniquely innovative management, has numerous strong opportunities that we are confident will lead to their continued growth, and we're really excited about the company's prospects.
Looking at Starbucks' company structure, Starbucks is mainly divided into two big subdivisions, mainly Starbucks Coffee United States and Starbucks Coffee International. Starbucks Coffee International is further divided into three separate regions, mainly the China and Asia Pacific region, Americas region, and the European and Middle Eastern region. Each region is headed by a president that will be responsible for overseeing that region and will be cooperating with the board of directors of Starbucks to further improve their operations.
Looking at the valuation, although Starbucks has a high valuation of trading at 32 price to earnings, they're still trading at a discount in comparison to their peers. Their peers trade at a price to earnings of 37. Looking at their sales growth, they have a sales growth of 11% year over year. And we see this with the opportunities which they have done, with the innovation which they're bringing into, with the mobile payments, with the sales which they're having in China, with the acquisition of Starbucks Japan. We see this as more growth opportunities, opening up more doors. So with this revenue growth, which keeps on exploring and keeps on going on further and further, we see them going even into 2015 much stronger and much as a better company in terms of like the tea industry and the coffee industry blended together. That's why we're issuing a buy recommendation with a price target of $110.